Hi and welcome to yet another episode. This is episode 11 of the Big Box Amiga Games. Let's start off with Wing Commander, a 3D space combat simulator. And it's distributed by Mindscape. And it says it's a Chris Roberts game. And Origin, We Create Worlds. It says it works on a 500, 600, 1200, 2000, 3000 and 4000. Floppy disk is required. Floppy disk drive is required. Well, most likely, yes. That though uses 1 megabyte of RAM, and if you're going to use a hard drive, it needs 1.5 megabytes of RAM. Faster machines supported. Let's see what's on the back. Anything on the sides? Anything fancy? No, just keep saying it again and again and again. Now I remember this game coming out and really wanting it for the PC, but sadly I never did get to play it on the PC, and quite frankly I've never played the game as far as I can remember. Maybe a little bit at a friend's house or something once upon a time, but I can't remember sitting down and that's it, I'm going to complete the game. I've never done that. Now it says that the screenshots are IBM, so there's no real point getting super duper on it, but it would have been 256 colours at the time, I think, because it's most likely VGA or something on the PC. It actually says IBM screens shown, actual or Amiga screens may vary. So yeah. It came out in 1990, and from this particular computer store, which was wherever, UXB Computers, it cost £33.99 when it was sold to whoever bought it. Wing Leader 1, Wing Leader 1, bogeys all around, can't shake 'em. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look. So I think this was unusual though, that they put the gameplay graphics directly on the front cover. It wasn't ray traced and stuff like that. That was, you know, as in pre-done to make it look oh so fancy. It's actual gameplay graphics, most likely from the PC, but the point is they did do it. I can't even think of any other game where they did that. If anyone knows, please let me know. So what have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3 floppies. A Wing Commander reference guide talks about your first mission aboard the Tiger's Claw, and then it explains what the radar display is, how to control that, targeting display, navigation systems, communication systems and other indications. Oh, and amend them, so they can't even get that right at the manual. Oh dear, these things happen. All different key presses. Different missions. Oh, and then it's got it, actually that's all up to English, and then I believe that's French. I'm not so sure there's any other languages. No, it seems to be that it's in English and French, this manual. And what have we got here? The Raptor. So this must be sort of the blueprint of that particular ship. And this one. Well, there's a fair few of these, I'll go through them all, so bear with me. This is the Hornet. See, they just don't do this with games anymore, do they? There's lots of information, interesting stuff to look at. It's a Rapier. And this seems to be the last one. All very good looking ships. Hey, a registration card. So this is actually registration card number 93 of 4166. Huh. So below the first 100 at least. I doubt that means anything to anybody. And then you seem to get this claw marks. Excerpts from Jones Fighting Spacecraft. Talks about Target tactics, profiles, a new briefs from the Vega sector. So this must go along with sort of the storyline that you do as you're flying around in your ship. Some more ships there and blueprints sort of things of them. Different characters. Don't know if... I'm assuming that's who you meet as you're flying around through space. Some medals and things. Huh. So it tells you what different parts are for different ships that you're flying. So that's a whole interesting lot of stuff to be getting into if you're playing that game. Sorry, I was actually getting quite interested in what it was saying. But no, that is a game that I definitely do want to get around to playing one day. So let's move on to the next game. And the next game is Epic. Well, at least it's called Epic. I don't know how good the gameplay is. It says Amiga 1 MB of memory required. Supports 500, 500 plus, 1500, 2000, 3000, and a mouse and a keyboard is needed. It also says free giant 3D poster and view it inside. So that'd be interesting to see if it's in there. I remember this being on the shelves, but I can't remember what year it came out. And as a quick scan across the back, I haven't been able to find anything that says what year it came out. So it's obviously got some little flashes of screenshots there, but of what system it doesn't say. It may well be Amiga only. I don't know if this is an Amiga only game. So we've got 3 discs and it says 1992 on it, so that must be the year that it came out. A manual, it's a stiff manual, it's not a flippy floppy one. Let's have a look at the front here. It's babbling on about star dates already. 19/7/6014, so a few thousands of years into the future this game's supposed to be set then. So let's see what we've got. Oh, different languages at the back here. Right, so there's up to the index, so you've got 30 pages. Wait a minute, it's, yeah, 30 pages you have to get your head round. So, I was talking about childline help line for there if you've... Well, it's interesting that they've thrown that in there, but it's not kind of helpline, it's not a games helpline. It was a thing that was set up in the UK by Esther Ranson, I believe it was, and lots of other people, and the whole idea is if you're a child or a young person in need of help because of your life situation, not computer game situation. It's a very good thing that it's out there, but and I understand why they're pointing it out, but I think they maybe should have put that a little bit lower down, because it makes it sort of look like you can get help with your computer games, not help with your life situation. Anyway, what have we got else here? We've got CD Databank Encyclopedia Galactica of the Universe. Whoa. And that goes on to stardate 24th, oh no, reference 2447-24901. It's not a start date at all. But then it says here that the game was in 1991, so they must have finished this game at the end of 1991, but then pushed it out in 92. But yes, there's all the different missions that you have to do, and different people you're going to bump into by the looks of it, and the different ships again. So a bit like the last one. I've got a feeling that these games I'm going to be showing today are pretty much all the same sort of style of game. Anyway, we have how to install on different systems, and what key presses to press to change around, and then all again in different languages. Oh, and then we've got some 3D glasses at the old style. We've got some red and green, so the poster must be that kind of way as well, which it is. Whoa. can't exactly zoom out to show you it all at once. So there's the top half. Try to keep it still, so if you've got some of those fancy glasses yourself, you can give it a go. And then here's the bottom half. So yeah, that would be a bit funny to have up on your wall when you were a kid, or now even, because obviously you'd have to have the 3D glasses and a bit of string or something, so when visitors could actually look at it. So let's have a look, putting all this back. And then on to the last game, and you'll understand what I meant by these games all being sort of the same sort of games, because we end this video with this one, Elite 2 Frontier. This is 1 MB of RAM minimum, and joystick is optional. And of course everyone goes on about the original Elite, and Elite 2 was supposed to be good as well. And of course there's a lot more advanced sort of game now of Elite that's out there now for the PC, which I still haven't got around to playing. I do have it on my Steam list, but I still haven't played it. So it talks about the original game, so forth and so forth. And these are actual Amiga screenshots, which do look very good. But no mention of what year this game came out yet again, so hopefully we'll find out on the discs or in the manual. So we have 2 discs, and here's the manual. Does it say anything in the back? No, nothing in the back there. No, it's actually sort of a pretend letter because it's saying that it's in the year 3199, 31st of the 12th in fact. So that's a fair few years to wait before we get that letter for real. Let's see what we've got. So it's welcome, congratulations to Eagle Long Range Fighter, clearly the purchase of the discerning pilot. So lots of different things for the contents, and we've got a date. It's 1993 that this game came out. Section 1, icons. So lots of icons to get your head around and remember what they mean. Navigation and flight. Yeah, it's telling you how to get from one place to the other pretty quick, or spin around and all that sort of thing, because obviously you're in space, so it's a little bit easier to change directions if you want to. Hyperspace jumps. Using the Star Dreamer time control. Whoa. Jump durations, refilling the engine, so on and so forth. For the people that have played this game inside out, I'm sure you're just laughing at me that I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, this is an awful lot of information to take in. Shipyards, trading, mining, get more icons, trade items. Whoa, lots of stuff. Mechanics of spaceflight. There's even more about flying around. Knowing your ships. Identifications. Whoa, that's a whole lot as well. So that's that manual. And then the Gazette. What have we got here? What's this? Seems to be like a Gazette, really. Telling you of who's who. The stories of life on the frontier. So it's people's, or the characters' different stories of being out in space. So I bet that's a bit interesting read as well. Right, and then we've got the Frontier Quick Start Guide, which is pretty much slap the discs in, get going. Point it out for the Amiga and ST and the PC, so it's all here. Loading and saving, and then icon summaries of what leads to what. The loading instructions for the Amiga, again. Well, oh, at least you can run it from the hard drive. And what do we have here? Oh, what do we have here? It looks like a poster of some sort. But which is it? Is it all the key presses? Is it a big poster of, well, oh, here we go. Oh, sorry, it's upside down. Let's flip it around. I'll just show you this bit, I think. But yeah, there's all the different planets are, I suppose, and which sector they're in. There's all this to look at. That's an awful lot of planets to get your head around where you need to go. And then there seems to be this in the back of here as well. This must have been an extra that someone who owned this game before bought and threw it in the box. I very much doubt this comes with the game in the first place. It seems Bruce Smith books, don't they make lots of how-tos sort of books? Yeah, so this is one of those kind of books. Yeah, it just tells you, I say just, but basically it's to help you play the game. Because obviously before the days of the internet it wasn't too easy to find out better ways of playing games or quick ways of playing games. If this did actually come with the game in the first place, please let me know. I don't know if it did or it didn't, but I kind of doubt it did, since it says the secrets of the Frontier Elite. It doesn't mention anything about Elite 2. But let me put this all back in here again. So, I hope that was interesting for the 3 space going around and getting stuff type games. There's going to be one more of these big box Amiga games in this kind of way of this series that I'm doing, and then there's going to be another series of big boxes, but that's going to be a standalone thing. It's not going to be part of the Amiga thing, even though it's going to have Amiga games in it. You'll understand when you see it. But I want to bring that out tomorrow, which will be Christmas Day tomorrow. So this is this episode for this, and then I'm going to do another one. So you're getting 2 episodes today. But as always, happy gaming.